everyone, welcome back. So this is part 2 of the books that I have that have just absolutely gorgeous, stunning covers on them, and that I haven't read any of these, but yeah, I can't wait to get reading them. Today is just too hot to even do anything outside. It's so humid. The air is so thick, you can like wring the air and it starts raining underneath your hands. It's that humid. So yeah, I can't even read outside today. It's just too uncomfortable. And so I thought I'd just kind of rearrange my books here. And I get distracted easily, and I saw some other beautiful covers, so I thought I'd do a part 2. And also last time I edited out a bunch of books, so I thought I'd throw those in this time too. So anyway, I'll start with the Song of Achilles, which I am presently reading right now. I'm about 3/4 of the way through it, and I'm going to try not to cry. I heard this one is a tearjerker. So this is a retelling of Achilles and his friendship with Patroclus. Now, I don't read Greek tragedies or Greek myth stories, but this one is written in a way that is very approachable, very easy to read, and yeah, it is. So it's going to be sad. I know it's going to be sad because I know what happens to Achilles, and I also watched the movie Troy, so I'm gearing myself out to get the Kleenex out and have a good cry at the end of this one. So anyway, but yeah, nice shiny cover. I'm like a bird. Anything shiny, I'm right there. And actually our birds have chewed on this one, as you can see. So yes, birds do like shiny things, and so do I. But yes, this one is very good. And the other one by Madeline Miller is another Greek retelling, and that's Circe by Madeline Miller. And look at that cover. It's so shiny. I gotta keep this one away from our birds or I'll chew on this one too. But yeah, again, she just takes Greek stories and makes them readable and interesting. All right, so those are the two Madeline Millers. And this one I'm going to want to read this summer, and this is called The Swimmers. And oh my gosh, look at the blue, and it's got those green and pink kind of Venus flytraps, I'm guessing. So this one, it takes place in the future, and there has been the green winter, and Earth is ravaged. There's deep jungles, monstrous animals. The last of the human race is divided in between surface dwellers and the people who live in the upper settlement, a ring perched at the edge of the Earth's atmosphere. So yeah, that one sounded really good, and that, yeah, the colors on that is just a stunning label. And then this is called Creatures. And again, kind of an underwater scene. Oh, just so beautiful. And on the eve of Evangeline's wedding on the shore of Winter Island, a dead whale is trapped in the harbor. The groom may be lost at sea, and Evie's mostly absent mother has shown up out of the blue. So yes, kind of a vague description of the book, but look at that cover. Just gorgeous, gorgeous. And this is The Lucky List by Rachel Lippincott. And I thought I'm going to read this summer too. It's just beautiful with the oranges and the blues and the flowers and everything. It's just beautiful. So this is, I believe, a YA fiction, and this young woman, her mother has passed away, and she finds her mother's bucket list of things that she wanted to achieved before she passed away, but she wasn't able to finish her bucket list. She makes up a bucket list herself in honor of her mother. So yeah, that is very summery, so I'm going to try to finish that this summer. And then this is very spooky and gothic looking. This really drew my attention. This is called The Caged Graves. Now, I know in Victorian time, before it was legal for doctors to dissect bodies, they actually hired people to, dig up a grave so they could dissect these bodies in secret to learn more about the human body. So I know that they did some families, if they're wealthy enough, did put cages over their loved ones' graves so no one would steal them and that. But this one's pretty elaborate. So yeah, that one really caught my attention. This takes place in 1867 in Pennsylvania, and yeah, there's just something really spooky that happens in this one. But yeah, that one really drew my attention. And then this one is called The Crestfall Plot by Eliza Wass. This family keeps its secrets buried, and this one I'll probably keep for the fall. I just love fall scenery, autumn scenery. It's just beautiful. So this family, there is a parents, and I think they have 6 children. And I know the father is extremely strict, extremely religious, to the point, he's abusive also, and it's almost like cult-like, the things that they have to follow, these children and that. So yeah, it sounded really quite interesting. But yes, it's just a gorgeous title. And this is Forest Born by Elaine Audrey Becker. To be born of the forest is a gift and a curse. So they have this silhouette with the stars and this golden bird there. Just so pretty. And Rora is a shifter, as magical as all those born in the wilderness and as feared. And there's a magical illness surfaces across the kingdom, and she has to help find a cure and that sort of thing. I'm not going to read through everything, that'll take forever, but yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. I just love any cover that has like nature. And this is The Lighthouse Witches by C.J. Cook. Another one I probably should get reading this summer. But yeah, anything foiled and shiny, my eyes are just like, and yeah, it's got that blue foil there. And this one, I know there's a mother with her sisters, and upon the cliffs of a remote Scottish island stands a lighthouse. Mysterious and terrible events have happened on this island. It started with a witch hunt. Now, centuries later, islanders are vanishing without explanation. So, years ago, this woman fled to the island with her 3 daughters. Within months, only her daughter, Luna, will be the only one who left. And then Luna comes back 20 years later. So it really sounds quite good, and that's just quite a stunning title. And, well, I bought this at, oops, I'm dropping all my books. I bought this at HomeSense the other day, and sometimes they do have novels on for a pretty good price. And this is actually the original Grimm's Fairy Tales. And, the purple and gold is just stunning. So it's kind of like a suede material, and then it's got this foiled wording and border around it, but it's just so pretty. I just love those colors together. So this one is actually, like I said, the original Grimm's Fairy Tales, which I guess some of them were pretty disturbing. They definitely scare some kids. But yeah, I was kind of curious because I've heard about these kind of original Grimm's Fairy Tales being quite interesting. So yeah, it's just got those animals on there, and the silver and the gold. Oh, just really pretty. Alrighty, and then this is the Incidium Plot and Chaos by A.D. Swanson. And so these are just sort of black and white, and then they almost look like kind of like old maps or old pictures in a way, and these take place in Queen Elizabeth's time in 1572. And I just absolutely love history, especially medieval history. And this is a lullaby for witches, and this is by Hester Fox. And oh, the blue with the black leaves, get a little bit shiny. Once there was a young woman from well-to-do New England family who never quite fit in. I think this is a dual timeline kind of thing too, but yeah, that cover is just absolutely stunning. And this is the Foundling, and this is by the same author I showed in the other video, The Familiars. So this is called the Foundling. Now this one really sounds interesting. I think this is a dual timeline one also. Two women bound by a child in a secret that will change everything. So London, 1754, 6 years after leaving her illegitimate daughter at London's Foundling Hospital, Bess returns to reclaim the child she's never known. And then, oh no, I guess it's just a single timeline, sorry. But anyway, she's trying to find the daughter that she left at this, this Foundling hospital to reclaim her anyhow. But yeah, it's just quite pretty. And now these three books I've been kind of collecting from Amazon and I think thrift books, but these are historical novels by E.S. Thompson, and I think the first one is Beloved Poison. But all of these kind of have that Victorian feel to them, and this is the third one, Dark Asylum. So they all feature this woman, a Jem Flockhart, and it's set in a crumbling 1850s London infirmary. So yeah, any 1850s hospital setting, asylum setting is just very, very atmospheric and very gothic. Yeah, it's a Victorian crime novel that takes place in this 1850s London asylum. So yeah, I did get the first three books because they sound like they're right up my alley and they've gotten very, very good reviews. And this is Small Favors by Aaron A. Craig. So yeah, I love anything with bees on it. I got quite a few books with bees on it. So you can see there's a couple of bees here against the water, or sorry, against the kind of watercolor flowers, and then on the title the honey is actually dripping off the words in the title. So this takes place I think in the early part of the 20th century, something like that. But they live in this very isolated town, and there's like a lot of creepy things going on in the woods and that sort of thing. Early settlers fought off monstrous creatures in the woods, and whispers that the creatures still exist, and strange activities began to plague the town. And yeah, it's just, ooh, sounds so good, but yeah, it's just really, really pretty. So that's another one I would like to read this summer. And these books, The Devouring Grey and The Deck of Omens. I love this one, The Deck of Omens. Anything with trees on it, spooky trees and that, I just absolutely love. This is a YA thriller that's actually gotten very good reviews. Branches and stones, daggers and bones, they lock the beast away. But yeah, there's quite a long summary, so I won't go over it. But yeah, they're just very, very good covers there. And this is In the Nightwood by Dale Bailey. So it's just this very stark, beautiful designed cover, black and white. It's got these trees that are kind of growing into a tunnel, and then you see the little person here. I don't know if this is kind of like a ghost story. Yeah, it's kind of a vague description of this, but yeah, the cover is absolutely stunning. And then this is The Good House by Tenerife Dew, and look at the cover. I mean, oh my gosh, that is so beautiful, so atmospheric. Like, yeah, you're going, The Good House, is it really? Yeah, so this woman just returns to her this good house that's owned by, I think, her grandmother after her son dies. And yeah, just a lot of spooky things are going on. But look at that. It's just stunning, that title. And this is the Price Guide to the Occult by Leslie Walton. An atmospheric, blood-drenched, dark fantasy for a cold and stormy night. So this young woman is a descendant of a witch who famously cursed her family and that sort of thing. But got some shiny little foil on there, the spooky trees, the little hands coming up here. And then the last one is by Jessie Burton, and she wrote The Miniaturist, and I can't remember that other book that I read of hers, but I really do like her writing. And this is called The Restless Girls, and it's based on folklore, but I can't remember what country it is. But this king, his wife dies, and then he's got like 12 daughters, and I think in the original story he just wants to protect them so he can kind of marry them off and that sort of thing. But Jessie Burton just kind of makes a twist on that story, and the 12 daughters are all have their own unique talents, and before they marry or anything, they want to keep kind of, what's the word I'm thinking of? They don't want to just settle down. They want to have their talents grow and discover them a little bit more and that sort of thing. But this one is actually, it is illustrated here, different pictures and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's just kind of a take on some folklore and that sort of thing. Whoops. All right, so that's it. That is part 2. I'm sure I'll have part 3 because I'm telling you, I just absolutely love books. I love the covers on them, and so I hope you enjoyed. Everyone take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.